Hello teachers. Do English teachers make mistakes? Hell yeah, everybody makes mistakes. To err is human. If you're not making mistakes, then you're some kind of advanced computer cyborg, and even they make mistakes. Mistakes shouldn't be something we view as negative. They're a learning opportunity. Nothing to be embarrassed about. Native speakers make mistakes all the time. I've probably made some in this video. To the average layman, a mistake is an error is a mistake. They don't care. I screwed up, I need to fix it. For an English teacher, we need to identify what kind of mistake. And for this video, we'll divide mistakes into 3 categories. An error, a mistake, or a slip. What's an error? An error is when a student gets something wrong and they have no clue that it was wrong. Therefore, they can't self-correct. At some stage, that error needs to be corrected. A mistake is when a student gets something wrong, but they know that it's wrong. It may not need correcting at the time of speaking, but it's probably better that it is corrected at some stage. For example, if you're doing a fluency task and the student makes a mistake with the verb to be, and they're at an intermediate level, I'm not going to stop the task and correct that mistake. The focus is not on small grammar mistakes. The message was understood. The third one is a slip, and we all do this. It's when we know that it's wrong, but it just comes out of our mouth. Usually we can identify that and go back and correct it, and quite often we do. So errors. Errors are a learning opportunity. Don't think of them as negative. I'll never forget a mistake I made with my mother-in-law. I asked her, "A senhora quer ajuda em arrumar o cozinho?" Yes, very enjoyable for her, very embarrassing for me. But as an error, at the time that I was learning Portuguese, I will never forget it. I noticed the facial expression, she started laughing. So it's an error that I really absorbed, I learned from it, and I will never make that mistake again. My son quite often makes errors. If he does, I'll sit him down, ask him what the error was. For example, he writes on the wall. Then I'll ask him, what will you do next time you're in that position? If it's a satisfactory answer, then he learned from that error. Hence, it's not really an error, it's a learning opportunity. I have another video on error corrections. You can go and have a look at that. Some of the ways that we should and shouldn't correct students. So I hope that helps some teachers with what errors are and how to correct them. Stay tuned for the next video. Até mais.